Hi, greetings and welcome fellow YouTubers. This week we'll be looking at Dark Leigon, 18 Floors, Walker and Esper. All that coming up on this week's weekly update. Okay, firstly, as normal, the apologies. Now, last weekend I was trying to do a sort of live stream of my weekly update. It's something that I haven't done for a long time. Now, I mean, if you push the Wayback Machine way back to, like, say this time last year, I used to do my weekly update as a form of just trying to keep me in line of doing stuff for my channel, so I can put out something and say that I've done something. But I also did that in the form of Werewolves Within. Now, when it comes to Werewolves Within, there are so many good things that you can do with that. Firstly, it's a nice computer animated character that's brought to life from me talking. But also you could have things like what I like to have called the invasions. So people could actually come in, invade my live stream, and I would like sit there and chat or kick them if they're being naughty or rude. But there were reasons that I didn't actually carry on with those, and I found out what those reasons were when I tried to redo them again last week. And that is that I totally lost track of the plot, and I do apologise if I seem to be totally nervous and had no clue of what I was talking about, because really I didn't have any clue of what I was talking about. I had an idea of what I was going into, but as soon as something just changed or deviated, my mind just went, I'm gone, I'm out of here. You're on your own. I'm just going to go and sit over here in the corner and watch you squirm. Now, one of the fun things that I did about with those live streams is that I didn't have a script. And honestly, even right now, whilst I'm talking to you, I don't have a script. I got like some sort of like pointers. I don't know if you can see that up on your screen, but it's just a few pointers of what to talk to you guys about, such as Dark Leigon, 18 Floors, Walker, Esper, my animation that I'm doing, and so on and so forth. But well, that's all by and by. Also, as I said last week, I didn't actually do much the previous week, so there wasn't much to update when I did my weekly updates. So therefore, well, when I say that there wasn't much that I did, there wasn't much in the way of Let's Plays that I did. In fact, I've been spending the last 2 weeks working on an animation, my next stick figure animation. It was just an idea I had. I mean, I was watching 40 Muppets using his stick figure animations. And I kind of got an idea. I just had to do it. You know, when you get an idea in your head, you just have to go, boom, go, let's do that. So I spent the last 2 weeks working on that animation, and last night I have finished it and uploaded it. So that will come out on Monday for 6 o'clock. So you'll get that video for you guys at 6 o'clock. So I hope you enjoy that. Okay, right. As I said, looking at my notes, the first game we're going to talk about, Dark Leigon. Man, what a pile of pants that was. I mean, normally I like first-person shooters, and I really wanted this game to work because as a first-person shooter fan, in VR, I think awesomeness, great. But it didn't have the option to use the aim controller. that's a missed opportunity, a big miss. Any first-person shooter going out, if it's virtual reality, needs to have the aim controller. But still, the moves with the Move controller were pretty solid for what you can do with a Move controller. So, but that wasn't why it was a pile of pants. The reason that it was probably one of the worst games out there is because it was so bloody annoying. I mean, I turned the game on and all we had was these AI characters. Okay, they looked like they were just thrown in there for some type of sex appeal, but fouled miserably from the fact that she had the most annoying, repetitive voice. It was more or less, come here, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, shut up, hurry up, hurry up. Shut the fuck up. And when I finally do decide to go there and look at what she's asking me to look at, you know, look, examine. Yes, I examined. I look. Over here. Hurry up. Oh, what now? What now? This is a box. You open it. Oh, gee. Yeah, a box that you open. Wow, I did hurry up. Oh, what the fuck now? This is a gun. You use it to shoot things. Oh, Phil, really?
Hurry it up.
I'm already at the door, waiting for you.
Commander, our ship has been damaged.
Gee!
We need energy modules to restart its engine.
My diagnosis of an IT expert...
Commander, over there!
Oh, shut up!
That looks like the glow of an energy module.
Seriously?
Commander, come with me.
Oh, yes! Sure! By all means, go for it!
Hurry it up. Commander, open the chest up and see what's inside.
Oh, you are bloody annoying! Stop talking! If you want to open it up and look inside, why don't you do it your goddamn self? Oh, look! It's a gun! Now, are you going to tell me it's a gun? Go on! I know you want to say hurry up and tell me there's a gun in here, because there's a goddamn gun in here! So, anytime! Now you stay quiet.
Commander,
yes?
This planet reeks of decay. Be
really?
Careful. I'll wait here for you.
Good! Get the fuck away from me! You are an annoying... Sorry, I'm going to run away from here. That was one annoying NPC. Commander, look! There's a green light over here! Commander, there's a weird robot that's running around that's doing weird beepy things. And there's also, okay. There we go. Commander, there are arachnids around here that's trying to kill you.
Is this really... Do the manufacturers really think that we're that dense that we need some sort of animatronic voice that's repeating itself over, constantly gnawing and whining? And whilst I was actually got out the ship, when I got out the ship, we looked at this spaceship, and it was like this massive. The entire side was ripped open. Spark plugs were flying left, right, and centre, and it just looked like it was totally destroyed. And she's standing in front of her and say, "The ship has been damaged." The ship has been damaged. Gee, really? What gives you that impression? We are looking at a hole in the side of the ship, the size that you can fit a house in, and you think it's slightly damaged. And then after you start moving away a little bit, and I'm being attacked from monsters left, right, and centre, she then says, "This area is slightly dangerous. Go away. go away, please, for the love of my sanity, go away. And at that point, she did. She left to replace by an even, and I didn't even think that it was possible, but the robot companion that was sent to follow me as we went down was also annoying as fuck. It didn't say anything. It wouldn't say anything. It just kept making whirring and clicking noises in your head constantly like a grindstone. Go dee 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 dee. Oh, go away. And in fact, at one point, when I was even doing a shootout with one of the bosses, he kept on flying. He'd say, come over here and look at this chest. There's a chest down here. There's a chest down here. And I'm thinking, get the F out of the way. The boss is behind you. I'm trying to shoot him. Get out the way, you think. And that brings me to the first boss. The boss was one of these things that showed that it has absolutely no AI input whatsoever, and also has a ton of bugs. I mean, the AI was just teleported in, shoots a missile at you, which is easily dodged, and then you then teleports to a different location. Okay, fine, fair enough. I mean, when we're using the motion controllers, the move controllers, you can't really do much in the way of maneuvers. So being able to dodge left, right, and centre they kind of do need to play that down. But there was one point that the boss would teleport behind a main rock, but considering I kind of stood at the main entrance, because I stood at the main entrance to fight the boss because I could see the entire room, and dodging their incoming projectiles was so easy that I didn't need to worry about moving whilst I was standing there. But he would at one point teleport behind this great big massive rock in the centre of the room, so I had to slide step left around to actually see him. Then when I started shooting at him or her, it would totally ignore you. So I just kept on shooting him until they died. And I thought, okay, what was the point of that? No, useless. So bugs. This thing has bugs galore in it. Maybe not Skyrim bad bugs, but at least at one point there was a game-breaking bug. But I'll get to the game-breaking bug in a moment. There were some bugs in there where when you shot a monster, you don't expect it to just fly back or just flump down to the room. No, it skyrockets upwards, doing 10 million somersaults and then flips out. Which was kind of fun to see, but when it's doing it like one after another, you're kind of like wondering, did they even program this right? This game should not have left the shelves. This game should not be out there. It should be recalled until they get those bugs sorted out. But here we go, the game-breaking bug, right at the very end. I finished the level. I killed the monsters that were climbing the walls that needed the crossbow. Oh, that's another thing. The tutorial was useless. Even though it was annoying, it didn't tell you how to change certain weapons with certain items. So it took me ages just to figure out how to get the crossbow. Anyway, okay. Got the crossbow, managed to get the crossbow to actually work, and I started shooting all the monsters. Good, that's done. Got past that level, and then it transitioned to a new level. And when I transitioned to this new level, I appeared under the floor. Okay, but not just under the floor, underneath the texture area where I could actually stand, so I ended up falling through the universe and ended up floating out in space. I couldn't move, but I could look up and see the area where I'm supposed to be, because it's like I clipped out of the known play area, and I just could not get back there. Couldn't teleport, couldn't move, couldn't do anything. So I reloaded the game. And again, straight off the back, teleported straight, I fell straight through the floor and out into open space. And it was at this point I thought, sod it. No more. No more. That's it. The only way to get around this was to start the game all over again from scratch, and I didn't want to do that because it was so annoying just to get to there. This game could have been so much more, but they've messed up big time. Annoying AIs, useless AIs, annoying companions, game breaking glitches. And also at one point the graphics themselves are not that great either. I expect this to be a work of no more than a 5-person team. If it is any more than a 5-person team, they should be ashamed of themselves. If it is just an indie group out there, like 1 or 2 people that are trying to do something good for the first time, then they are doing a good job. They've done some sterling work for a few people for the few man hours that they have. However, this game still should not be out on the stores yet. Fix up the bugs, fix up the glitches, and then pull it back out, and you may get some better response out of them out there. Okay, next thing up, I've just knocked the iPad. Right, okay, let's see what have we got next. 18 Floors. This game gave me a bit of a headache for 4 hours, and I still didn't complete the game. This is a puzzle game, and it is an awesome puzzle game. It is a really good puzzle game, one that I definitely recommend. Do not go out and look up how-to videos on this unless you are really stuck. And believe me, playing this game, you are going to get stuck a lot. Now, I mean, it's got its upsides and it's got its downsides. Firstly, let's talk about one of the downsides that we've got. For the namesake, 18 Floors only has 2 floors. Not 18, just 2. So, where is this namesake coming from? Where is this 18 floors coming from? Is that something else? Because you don't get to see that in this game. I must admit, I haven't completed it, but from the whereabouts I've got to on the 2nd floor, I've collected all the trophies for the entire game so far. So I don't think that it's possible for this game to have 18 floors. It only has just the 2. So we think that the other 16 floors, I had to do a quick mental arithmetic there, the other 16 floors is going to come down as DLC at some point in the future, if this game takes off. Okay. Yeah. Other problem that I had with this is its lack of helpfulness to find certain items that you've already got. I'm having to be careful how I say this, right? Because I've seen some people, they manage to get hold of a magnifying glass, but I don't know, for whatever reason they pull it down, it glitched out, and therefore they can't find the magnifying glass again. So therefore they're kind of scuppered and have to do the level over if you actually need that magnifying glass. The experience I had was I was running around banging my head on the walls for 2.5 hours because I couldn't find a cross that dropped on the floor that I didn't realise had dropped. I was going around doing my thing, and then something happened. I didn't even notice anything happening. I was busy looking at everything else. It wasn't until I did have a little look at someone else's video that I didn't even see them find it, but they was told by someone that was watching their channel at the time to look at the floor in the first room because the cross drops after you've cranked over the 2 cranks. So, so that was a bit of annoying. And when I went into the room, I saw it there. Yep, it was on the floor, but because I've already scoured every inch of that room before, I didn't pay too attention to the floor again after that. But That aside, let's talk about this game's positive points. It has got some wonderful graphics in this. They have really painstakingly took the effort to put such detail on this. A lot of the stuff that you can pick up and interact with, you don't even need to. I mean, you can pick up hammers, you can pick up pencils, you can pick up tools, this, that, the other, which when you look at it first, you think, oh, I can interact with this. I must be able to use this at one point or another. They're red herrings. You don't need those. They're just there just to throw you off the scent a little bit. So to give it wouldn't be much of a puzzler if everything that you interacted with has some level of importance. They put things out there purposely because they don't have any level of importance, but it makes you think that they might have, but they don't. So that is quite clever thinking, and also extra attention to detail that I think that they did quite well. The floors themselves, like I said, the entire floor itself is a puzzle. It's not a standard puzzle that comes up right in front of you, say you need to get this from this. That'll be too easy. You have to interact with the environment to figure it out, and the puzzles themselves are not always obvious to the eye. For the example of trying to find the hand crank for the other room, you don't really realise what you have to do to get it because there's no obvious puzzle to get the hand crank. Now, once I've figured out how to finish the second puzzle, I will do a complete walkthrough of how to get through all of these. So I'm not going to do anything to spoil it at the moment, and hopefully I haven't yet, despite what I've already said. But yeah, this game, despite its deceptive title, is still quite a good game if you like a good old mystery spoof puzzle type game simulator. And I certainly recommend it if you want to spend a good old few hours trying to stretch those brain muscles. It's a much more better game than those NOG games where they put the puzzles right in front of you. You have to, and here you have to actually find out and figure out what you need to do. With so many actual things that work and so many red herrings, you'll be constantly second guessing yourself to try and figure out what's what and what's needed here. And that is a good thing. Next up, getting a drink, my throat is getting a bit sore. Walker. Now, I went into Walker not really knowing what I was getting into. I was hoping to get some sort of first-person shooter, psychological horror, suspense, something like a Resident Evil game. Didn't get any of that. It was a straightforward wave shooter and nothing much else. I mean, you got one pistol and one sword. Pistol to shoot things far away, sword to kill things that are close up. And it was just, you didn't move or walk anywhere. Despite the title, it says The Walker. You can't walk anywhere, you just stand. But as someone said on my channel, I think it was Faulty Muppet, he said on my channel, why do they call it the Walker? I guess it sounds much better than the Stander or the Stand-Upper. Or but yeah. Now, in saying that, this game is just a wave shooter. I must admit, it is one of the better wave shooters out there. Again, the graphics are incredible. They do try to scare you a little bit, but when you feel you know that the times you can be attacked and the times you can't be attacked, you don't really get that scared from this sort of game. But the atmosphere that the game gives off, the graphics, the sound, it's totally spot on. And in fact, in this game, I've had one of the best wave shooter experience when this giant bird woman monster jumped onto the train with me, and I had to switch from gun to sword to like start fending off her sharp claw attacks and attacking with the sword itself. And it was like a sword fight rather than a wave shooter. It was more of a wave shooter sword fight. So quickly kill the people that are like attacking you, attacking all around you, and then attack the main boss in front of you as well with a sword. And that was really awesome. I loved that bit. That was probably the best bit for me in the game. Even when you got to like the main boss at the end, and you have to like dodge, duck of the massive pole that is swinging around, and you only had a tiny area that you could shoot because the rest of his body was armor protected. That bit on the train was fighting that bird woman was my favourite part of the game. Now, let's just say. Okay, let's go down to brass tacks on this. As I said, this game is just a wave shooter, but it's probably one of the better wave shooters out there. And when it's finished, it offers the replayability. This is one of those games where the game starts when it's finished. And I mean that because after you finish, you get a new weapon, you get power-ups, you get certain levels, certain new levels that you need to do. You open up the the bonus levels, which is rampage mode. You open up S+ levels to do the game over again. And as I said, you get a new weapon and a new sword. A big, powerful Buster Blades cloud-style sword, as well as a fully automatic machine pistol as well. Now, I'm sure that if I keep playing this and playing this again and again and again, as I go through the game over and over again, I don't know this for 100% fact, but I'm guessing that you might even get better weapons to do harder levels as well. But I'll have to find out later if that's actually true or not. But hey ho. As I said, I recommend this game if you like wave shooters. But if you really don't like wave shooters, if you want something that's a story, because this game has got no story in it whatsoever. It tried an attempt at story, but the story is one of the things that's just there that no one pays attention to. So, if you like wave shooters with no story, this game is for you. You would like it. If you don't like that sort of thing, then you might want to steer clear of it. And the last game we played this week is Esper. Esper, E-S-P-E-R. I think that's the correct term. Now, this was another puzzle game, and I was thinking, oh, damn. Another puzzler, please, somebody help me. I don't like puzzlers. I'm useless at puzzle games. But this one wasn't too bad, actually. It was nice, simple. It had a fair bit of humour that was thrown into it as well. With this game, the solution is simple enough to try and figure out. If you just keep on throwing yourself at it, you'll figure out how to get through all of them. And when I did my entire live stream took about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So excluding like the welcome intro at the beginning and the close down speech at the end, or me panicking for about 20 minutes, I'm going to say that this game could possibly be done in the first time round for about within, let's say, an hour. So it's a quite short game. You can complete this quite quickly, but it's a cheap game out on the market. I believe this game came out for around about £6 something. Sorry, £6 something. So therefore, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I liked it. I like the sort of test atmosphere it gets, and the sort of camaraderie that you get from the announcer, the person talking to you. And the ending made me laugh a little bit. If you want to see what the ending was, check out my the SP walkthrough video that I did for that. Do I recommend this game? If you like puzzles, yeah, go for it. If you want something that'll just play for about an hour, yeah, why not? I mean, it's something that can distract your mind and also help stimulate it a little bit. Not something for storyline again, though. Not something for storyline or length of play. You won't be able to play this for anything longer than, let's say, for 1.5 hours. because there isn't that much in there. But yeah, I'd say if you want a good little story and something cheap and cheerful, go for it. It's not a bad thing out there. And I'd say that is all that we've got for today. I think we've pretty much done everything that was on my list of things to talk about. I hope that you enjoyed my Archer animation I'm going to bring out tomorrow on Monday. That will be uploaded instead of my normal videos at 6 p.m. with 6 p.m. GMT time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching. Please, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty more things that are coming out, plenty more PSVR games that are being released on the store that I'll be looking at and reviewing at. Don't forget, we've still got lots of other things that are still yet to do, plus some old games that we've yet to complete. I still want to I still want to complete Con, as well as quite a few others out there. Oh, again, as I said, thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out there.